Greetings, this is David. Welcome to my Day 3 Lenten message, and I'd like to begin again with a scripture quote from Proverbs. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Write them on the tablet of your heart. I'd also like to share a quote from Mark Twain, who said, kindness is the language with which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Okay, so my video is going to start out with what seemed like a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad day, as Alexander in the picture book once had. Okay, and I will only give you the highlights, or maybe should I call them the lowlights. A few things. I got up in the morning and I was at Kroger shopping that day, about 2 weeks ago. And I got in line, and the lady in front of me was taking forever counting her money and saying what she had to put back. She didn't have enough money. And finally she put one of the items back. And I thought maybe I could help out, so I just told the cash register person, can I see the item? And I said, let me just buy it for her. And it was just a good little thing to do. And it's not a big deal, but it's just, helpful. Well, I go home and I realize I forgot to buy the milk. I didn't realize I needed milk. And so my whole breakfast is spoiled. Another thought comes into my mind. It's like, okay, Jesus, I just did a kind act for someone, and this is how I get rewarded? So, maybe not a proper way to think, but that's what I was thinking. Well, the morning goes on, and a friend called me to cover the adoration in the chapel. And so I get out in the rain to cover the hour from 11 to 12, and when I leave there, I ended up stopping to get some takeout food, and I got the order, got in my car, I was going to take it home, and I said I better check, and I looked and they'd completely done the order wrong, and I had to go back, and it was kind of a hassle. And I'm thinking, okay, Jesus, I just filled in for someone for adoration, and now this is what I get. I mean, come on, what's going on? Well, okay, later that afternoon, Sylvia needed some medicines, my wife Sylvia, and I went to buy it at Kroger's and got the medicine, brought it home, hadn't read the fine print on the label. It turns out that it was made in China, which was not acceptable. So here I've got to go back in the rain and exchange it, and I can't find anything else in Kroger's that I know where it was made. And I spent about an hour trying to figure it out. Went over to Walgreens, and there's nothing that you can find the source. And I want to make sure I get something that I know where it's coming from. Finally, I was like, okay, I'll go to H-E-B. I know they have something there I want. It's a little drive. I go to H-E-B, I'm driving in the parking lot, the rain is coming down hard. I go to park my car and I see this employee running across the parking lot, and I wondered, is she okay? And I got out of my car, I said, are you okay? She says, yeah, I'm here for you. I said, what? Yeah, I've got my umbrella, we're going to share the umbrella so you don't get wet. And I was like stunned. I was like, my goodness, it's amazing that someone would run across the parking lot just to help me. And that one little act turned that whole horrible, no good, very bad day into an extremely wonderful day that I will never forget as long as I live. I remember when I was a kid watching those game shows, and you'd see people all screaming and cheering if someone won a car or a cruise or something, a washing machine. I thought, why are they cheering for a car or a washing machine, You watch these sports games, people are going crazy cheering for a touchdown or someone hits a home run, and why, The things that, I see as I go through my life, and I see people go out of their way to do a kind act for another human being, a selfless kind act. Those are the things where I want to stand up and I want to cheer at the top of my voice. That I love to see. And, when this lady, this worker, came out with that umbrella for me and offered to help me so I wouldn't get wet, I felt like I had just won the lottery, the Super Bowl, and the Academy Award all rolled into one. So I want you to think about this, because I know from now on, and I've made a habit of trying to do kind acts for people, and now I need to go out and just double the effort, because God gave me a little glimpse of what it feels like on the other side. In fact, Princess Diana once said, read this quote, she said, carry out random acts of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you, and that someday came. So I want you to think about this. When you take time to do something that seems minor and inconsequential, maybe for the person on the other side it might mean everything in the world. So that's my Lenten challenge. Let's go out and find ways to increase our kindness and do whatever we can to just make people's lives a little better. And I want to end with a quote from the book of Micah in the Bible. Good advice. Do justice, love kindness, and walk humbly with your God. Thank you very much, and God bless you, and may you be blessed with many kindnesses which you in turn will pass on to others. Goodbye.